Hey everyone, and welcome to our deep dive today. We're going to be talking about something pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of an unlikely partnership, I think.
For sure. It's a really neat combo.
Tulsa H, a Tulsa-based organization, is teaming up with um, EON Reality.
Which is, as you may know, a global leader in VR and AR technology.
And they're doing this to help underserved communities in Tulsa using some pretty cool cutting-edge tech, I think.
Yeah. It's exciting stuff, for sure.
Can you maybe, for our listeners who may not know, what does Tulsa H actually do?
TUTSIH, which stands for Tulsans Operating and Unity Creating Hope, really focuses on a few key areas, right?
Yeah.
So they're all about empowering communities through things like education,
Right.
health and wellness, and even life skills development.
So it sounds like they're pretty focused on community needs, local needs there in Tulsa,
Definitely.
which makes it kind of intriguing, right? That
Yeah.
they would partner up with this global tech company.
Yeah.
So tell me, what is it about EON Reality that makes them a good fit?
Well, EON Reality is they're really at the forefront of this AI-powered VR and AR stuff,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to education and industry training.
Okay.
And one of their big things is this platform they've developed called EON-XR
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
and EON-AI.
Okay.
So these tools are all about making learning way more interactive and engaging.
Right. So how does that actually work? I mean, we've all heard about VR. I think most people probably have a pretty good concept of what that is. But how does it actually make things more interactive and engaging for learning?
Well, instead of just reading a textbook
Right.
or, sitting through a lecture, imagine being able to step right into a realistic virtual environment, right?
Yeah.
So, if you're learning about I don't know, let's say car repair, instead of just reading about an engine, you could actually take it apart virtually
Wow.
and put it back together,
That's amazing.
You could learn all the steps in a safe space without worrying about messing something up in the real world.
Right. Like I remember those old computer games, like the edutainment games,
Yeah.
where you could go in and, I don't know, build a city or
Right.
learn about dinosaurs by, virtually digging for fossils.
Totally, yeah. It's like that, but way, way more advanced and sophisticated. And, the AI component, EON-AI, adds this whole other layer to it.
Yeah.
It can actually tailor the learning experience to your pace and your needs, right?
Okay.
It's almost like having a virtual tutor right there with you.
That's amazing. I mean, does that mean that it can kind of figure out what you're struggling with?
Right, exactly.
And then, give you extra help or more practice in that area?
Exactly, yeah.
Wow. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
So I guess my question then is, how does this all come together? We've got this community organization, 2CH, who's really working on the ground level in Tulsa, and then we have this cutting-edge technology. How do those two things fit together?
Well, that's what's so cool about this partnership, right? They're bringing together these two different strengths.
Yeah.
TUTSIH knows the community, they know the needs, and EON Reality has this amazing technology.
Yeah.
And by combining those two, they're creating all sorts of new opportunities.
For instance.
Well, think about it. They can use EON-XR and EON-AI to create virtual training modules
Okay.
for all kinds of practical skills, things like coding,
Yeah.
3D design, even healthcare procedures,
Mhm.
All skills that are really in demand these days, especially in Tulsa's growing economy.
And all things that might be difficult to, find traditional training for or afford traditional training for.
Exactly.
So this is sort of like opening up a whole new world of possibilities for people.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can only imagine that Kajanka Jackson, TUTSIH's executive director, is pretty excited about this.
Oh, yeah.
They see this incredible potential in this technology to really revolutionize education.
Right. They've been pretty vocal about how excited they are.
Yeah, to really kind of break down those barriers. Really,
Yeah, for sure.
to make sure that everyone has a fair shot at success.
Mm-hmm. It's not just about surviving anymore. It's about thriving.
Right.
And this technology can help people do that.
So, we've been talking about this in the context of Tulsa, but really this is something that has implications way beyond just one city.
Absolutely.
This is about this idea of digital equity, right?
Yeah.
Making sure that everyone, no matter where they live or what their background is, has access to these tools and skills.
Right. We live in such a tech-driven world now.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not even an option anymore,
Oh,
right?
exactly.
You need these skills to succeed.
It's almost a basic necessity these days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, this partnership is really a fantastic example of how technology can actually be used to level that playing field.
Right. It's not just about making cool gadgets.
Yeah, exactly.
It's about using that technology to address real social challenges,
Hmm.
to make a real difference in people's lives.
And it's not just about the individual people.
Right.
It's about their families.
Right.
It's about their communities.
Exactly, yeah. When you empower individuals, you're
Yeah.
also empowering families and communities.
Yeah. I mean, it really is sort of this ripple effect, right? It's
Totally.
like you start with one person and then it spreads out.
It's like planting a seed, you know?
Yeah.
You give someone the tools and the knowledge they need, and it can blossom into something amazing.
So I guess just to kind of sum up everything we've talked about, Touch and EON Reality are bringing this incredible technology to Tulsa.
Mm.
They're creating these immersive learning experiences
Mm.
that are really going to equip people with these super valuable skills,
Right.
open up all kinds of new opportunities, and ultimately help build a brighter future for the entire community.
It's really inspiring to see what they're doing, I think.
Yeah, and I think it really gets us thinking, right? What other ways could we be using this kind of technology?
Mm-hmm.
VR and AI, to empower communities and address these social challenges.
I mean, the possibilities are really endless if you think about it.
Yeah.
And this is just one example of what can be done.
Well, it's certainly food for thought.
For sure.
And I think we can all take a little bit of inspiration from what they're doing in Tulsa.
Absolutely.
So listeners, that's our deep dive for today. As always, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everyone.
And until next time, keep exploring.
Keep learning and keep innovating.